Jason there for Turf World Installations. I want to make a video for you guys today to show you something. A lot of times people on our jobs ask us for weed fabric. We like to put weed fabric. If you read product warranties, some of them require weed fabric. Like Turf Distributors is a company that wants you to put weed fabric down for your warranty. But what does weed fabric really do? Let's take a look at something, please. Now, as I'll show you in another clip, we put weed fabric down. This is all water, even though it's all dirty. I promise you. That's water. We'll show you when we squirted it. Weed fabric goes down. If you got a dog, I'd never recommend it because it's gross. Because you can imagine if that's pee. We sprayed this water probably about 20 minutes ago. And it's just sitting down. I'm going to do a reverse clip. I'm going to show you when we sprayed the water. Just so you know why we made the video and you can see the demonstration. But weeds really don't grow from beneath. Because you put down base rock. This is like a sub base. This is a compacted sub base right here. This sub base has base rocks beneath it and decomposed granite on top. If you look at it, it looks very beautiful and very flat. It looks like a finished cement. However, people want to put down weed fabric because they're afraid that weeds are going to grow from the bottom. But my friend, they don't. This is concrete. Weeds grow. I can't even move this one. Weeds grow from the top. You understand? Weeds grow from other plants and from seeds and from the sky and from birds. Okay? And they fall on the top. If a weed will grow in between concrete and a little crack, does that look like it's dirt in between that crack? Or does it look like a grout? Does that look like dirt? It's grout, right? So just be careful because this down here isn't dirt and it cannot sustain life. It's like grout. And weeds grow on that. Weeds grow on the top. Now, up here in this area, why would you put weed fabric up there? Because you're going to put mulch. And it makes sense. With mulch, and you got dirt beneath it, just not base rocks, there's not nothing beneath mulch, it's just a bunch of dirt. So beneath the mulch, yeah, you want weed fabric. But if your dog's taking a piss, look, I'm telling you, man, I've been talking on this video, the other one I made 20 minutes ago, the water just sits here. It just sits there. Look, 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 look. It's the water just sitting there. It hasn't moved at all. Look right there. You can move it around, but it doesn't move. So again, this is why we made this video on a weed fabric. Now, if you want weed fabric in your yard, it is absolutely no problem. We'll give you weed fabric in your yard. It only costs us $100 for every 1,500 square feet. But now, do you want your turf underlayment to drain as slow as this? I bet you don't. That water ain't moved. That water ain't moved in 20 minutes, man. So it's up to you. Do you want weed fabric on your turf? I think not. Are you ready? Yes, so, what we're doing is to show you about weed fabric. It is a hot day. We're in San Ramon, California. And we are dumping water on weed fabric. Why is your dumbass, Jason, why are you dumping water on weed fabric? Because it just sits there and I wanted to show you. Okay, thank you. But we don't put weed fabric for dogs. Now this is an extremely hot day. Can you see that? I'll hold my phone here. I'm just going to leave it there. It just sits there, man. See it? That's weed fabric. People say, does weed fabric drain? Of course it drains. I guess it's draining, if you want to say it. But if you look all over the place, and you see what we sprayed down. I know piss isn't like a huge puddle like that or nothing like that, but man, look at that. The water just sits there and it doesn't move. So if you are a pet owner and you have weed fabric in the bottom of your turf, people say, hey, I think you're trying to short me on material. Trust me, we don't care. We'll put weed fabric all day long. But the permeability of the weed fabric is ridiculous. It looks almost like a glue at this point. Look at that, man. It's just sitting there. The water is just sitting there. You see it moving? Do you see the holes? If you saw those holes, would you think that they would drain? I know you would. But look at the water. It doesn't go nowhere. You see? These waters aren't moving. So can you imagine if this was pee? You know how long it's going to take that to go? This is in the hot sun, man. I don't know if you can see that, but it is gleaming down hot today. It's been sitting there and it won't move. So now ask yourself, do I want weed fabric on the bottom of my doggy turf? I don't think so.